We're visiting with Jim Hill, the Spartan boys soccer coach, and wrapping up another successful season.
Yeah, we had a great season. Kids worked real hard. They were ready to try to become state champs. It didn't work out for them. Our quarterfinal game was a little tough to handle. We had 7 real good chances to tie up the game and or win it, and we just couldn't find a way to make that happen. During the season, we played extremely well. We went down against Rapid City Stevens 2-0 and came back, tied them up 2-2, and actually could have won in the last minute or so during the season. Played real well against Aberdeen, Pierre, some of the East River schools that are pretty tough.
You were conference champions again, which has happened quite a few of the years you've been here.
Yes, all but one. When we started the Black Hills Conference in, I think it was 2014, only one year we didn't actually win the conference championship.
You've been a coach quite a few years before Spartan soccer. You coached football up at BH.
Yes, I did. Coached from 82 through 88. Real football fan still. I still am a very big football fan. I've become to love soccer. My kids wanted to play it and wanted to play at the college level, so I tried to learn as much as I could about the game, and it kind of pushed me into coaching.
Similarities between coaching football and soccer?
Yes, in one aspect. If you're going to be any good on either of those fields, the soccer field or the football field, you got to be willing to work real hard in the off season. That's when all the payments of lifting and doing all the conditioning and stuff, because it's hard to do a lot of conditioning during the season because you have games to play. You want your kids exhausted to go play a game, so you have to pick and choose what you do with them.
You know, Coach, the word culture is thrown around quite a bit in sports. The last time we did a video with you, before practice began, you talked to the kids. And how important is that? Because I heard a coach one time say that if you're going to be a coach, you got to be a teacher.
Yeah, we try to let the kids know prior to the start of practice what we're working on that day, why we're working on it, what we're looking to get out of practice, and so they have a good idea of what they need to be doing and how hard they need to work. Our young kids are 8th, 9th graders. For me, my philosophy is I just need you to show up every day and show up on time as an 8th grader, 9th grader. And then as a sophomore, you need to show up on time and work real hard. And then as you become a junior, senior, you need to show up on time, work real hard, and then try to become the best player you can be.
And every one of those stages, you're talking about showing up.
Yes. I try to coach it, and it's kind of funny. I coach it like I'm the boss of a job. And you need to be on time, you need to be here every day, and when you're here, you need to produce. And if you're going to produce, then you're going to get better. And the reward of producing is playing time. And I control that, and I said, so if you guys want playing time, then you need to do all the things we talk about. And that your reward will be getting that playing time. We have some weightlifting that'll start the first week of November. With testing, we'll test how they are and then get them into soccer appropriate lifting, and we'll be working on that all winter. We'll be working in 3-week blocks until we get into the end of January, and then it'll turn to 6-week blocks where they'll really try to gain some strength. And a few guys really understood this year, some of our younger kids, why it's so important to be stronger when you're going up as a 9th grader against juniors and seniors. If you don't want to get pushed around, you got to be pretty strong.
Speaking of younger kids, even younger than that, I have a 9-year-old granddaughter who plays soccer. What advice do you have for those young kids? Become
really familiar with the soccer ball, dribbling. Now, I know parents go crazy when I say this, but dribble around the house. Just control the ball without looking down. Just walk around, dribble around corners, just move the ball, manipulate it. So you're so comfortable at your feet that you don't even think about it when you're playing.
So moving the ball is second nature.
Yes. That way you can manipulate it without ever looking down. The biggest thing kids want to do when they start dribbling is first thing is look down at the ball and start touching. Well, then you see nothing in front of you, and that doesn't help. So once you become familiar enough with the ball and how to touch it and manipulate it, you'll be a good soccer player in the end.
Coach, nice to visit with you, and thanks for the insight.
Thank you.